Do you lose muscle on the pure protein diet? I'm doing a lot of videos now about the pure protein diet because that's like the phase that I'm in right now, and I want to do as many videos and cover as many aspects of this diet while I'm actually on it, okay? Before I move on to a more standard high-fat diet. And, you know, I'll still be able to answer questions about the pure protein diet, but just not as well as I am right now because this is like the life I'm living, okay, for the next couple weeks. So, do you lose muscle on the pure protein diet? Do you, does your testosterone go down? Can you make gains on the pure protein diet? Are you irritable on the pure protein diet? Does your mood suffer? Okay. Well, let me just say this. I've already said that I noticed that my testosterone levels did go down, okay, because I cut my fat. However, let's talk about what that really means, okay? When I am on high fat, okay, when I'm like drinking like shakes of like raw eggs mixed with half and half or even heavy cream, you know, when I'm on a really high fat diet, I notice that my testosterone goes way up, okay? And no, this isn't a scientific test, but it's just, you know, my libido, you know, strength gains, muscle size gains, you know, you could just tell as a man when your testosterone goes up. And I could tell that my testosterone has gone down since I went on the pure protein diet, which is basically like as close to zero carbs as possible, and then you lower your fat intake as well, okay? So it's mostly protein that I'm eating. However, that does not mean, okay, that I am suffering from low testosterone, because there are differences between, you know, like normal testosterone, like higher testosterone, optimal testosterone. Okay, there's a difference between that. I mean, even people that I'm not on TRT, so don't anybody say that I can get by without fat because I'm on TRT. I am not on any kind of steroids, PEDs, or testosterone replacement therapy at all. However, I do know people who do that, and they say, you know, they're not necessarily low testosterone or zero testosterone. They're just like not on optimal testosterone. Like they're okay, but they want to be great, you know? So that's why they take a testosterone. I do not do this. However, that's basically the situation that I have noticed between being on a high fat diet and being on a lower fat diet, okay? Whether I'm eating carbs or not. Just when I drop my fat, I could tell my testosterone goes down. But like I said, it's not like I'm dying, okay? I'm not impotent, okay? My muscles aren't like falling off of the bone of my body, you know? I'm not, you know, being emaciated here, okay? All that's happening is when I'm on high fat, I'm on like, I have really high testosterone. I have like optimum testosterone, like really high. I feel great. And now I feel normal. Okay, but like I said, it doesn't mean I'm suffering from anything. And since the pure protein diet is like a phase you go through, okay, after I get leaner, I'm not going to have as much body fat to burn, so I'm going to have to add in body fat, or sorry, dietary fat, okay? I'm going to have to eat more fat to make up for the fact that I'm lean and I don't have much body fat, which means I will be increasing my fat intake, which means my testosterone will go up again. So do you lose muscle on the pure protein diet? No, you don't. Because, you know, like I said, I mean, you're taking in more protein than normal, okay? That's what's like muscle sparing, muscle building, okay? You know, carbs you don't really need anyway. And the fat, I went into ketosis before I cut my fat, so my body's already used to burning fat. It's just when I take away the dietary fat, the fat I'm eating, or reduce it significantly, I'm basically just living off of my body fat, and it works. It works great. You know, as a matter of fact, somebody asked in Instagram, he's curious about this diet that I'm on because he wondered himself, if you have body fat in your body, why do you need to eat carbs or fat for energy? And that's basically, you know, he nailed it. That's basically the way that the pure protein diet works. You know, as long as you have body fat, you could significantly lower your dietary fat that you're eating and still feel great and still make gains in the gym. speaking of gains in the gym, I only do body weight exercises. So it would be inaccurate for me to say, oh, well, I'm increasing this or that with pull-ups or dips or whatever. Because if I drop, like, let's say I dropped, I think, 6.6 pounds in the last 6 days. Okay, if you drop, 6 pounds, 10 pounds, whatever, and you're doing body weight exercises, that would be the same thing as, like, your body weight's lighter and you're doing pull-ups. That would be like dropping 6, 10, 15 pounds from the lat pull down, okay? So, like I said, I'm not going to say that that's an example of how much weight I'm losing, but I will tell you this much, okay, or how much, how my strength levels are. We'll tell you this much. In the last 2 weeks, since I've been going like pretty hardcore with the Pure Protein diet, I've been adding weight to my hanging leg raises. Now, most people aren't strong enough to do proper hanging leg raises with straight legs all the way up to the, to the top, touching your toes to the bar, without swinging. Okay, I'm doing that with 6 pounds on each, like 6 pound ankle weights on each leg. So I'm doing hanging leg raises, straight legs, full range of motion, perfect form, no swinging, with 12 pounds around my ankles, 6 pounds on each leg. Okay, and I've actually increased that since I've been on the Pure Protein diet, because I was doing 4 pounds, okay, about a week ago. So what I'm saying is that's the only weighted exercise I do, and I've actually increased it while on the Pure Protein diet, okay? I mean, and in addition to that, I can do, I was talking about my exercises I've been doing before, like, 120 burpees after I do, 80 squat tucks, after I do, broad jumping for a couple minutes. So, I do have, a half an hour of jump rope intervals, like 20 minutes of, jumping rope with an extra 10 minutes, considering the rest periods. So my endurance is still up there. My anaerobic endurance is still up there. My ability to recover from, a set of burpees in a very short amount of time and keep going at maximum effort is still there. My strength is still there, okay? And like I said, I've actually increased strength. And don't tell me that my hanging leg raises got easier because, like, I didn't lose, 5 or 6 pounds of fat around my ankles or in my feet. If I'm doing hanging leg raises and then the next week after that, even though I'm on a Pure Protein diet, I add 2 pounds to each ankle, I go from 4 pounds on each ankle to 6 pounds on each ankle. I'm doing hanging leg raises, perfect form, with 12 pounds around my ankles total, okay, which most people can barely do it without, any ankle weights. So yeah, the Pure Protein diet does work great, and you don't suffer during it. Like I said, I'm in a great mood, plenty of energy, feel good, increasing my strength, if anything. And like I said, last week, and between last Sunday and yesterday, which is Saturday, I lost 1 3/4 inch around my waist and 6.6 pounds of body weight, while increasing, like I said, the workouts I do in the gym. So no, you do not lose muscle on the Pure Protein diet. And as a matter of fact, I've been certainly gaining strength on the Pure Protein diet.